Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song.
What up? So week 9, officially in the books. You're gazing upon a man who pretty much has no hope left. Like, there's just, you look at it and there's nothing to be hopeful about. I mean, it's at the point to where it's not so much. I mean, I put players in, and now it's not how are they going to do. It's will they play 4 quarters without hurting themselves severely. That's a shame. The last 3 weeks, I've lost 5 players to season-ending injuries. That being said, poor Malcolm Floyd, not the greatest of losses, but pick him up for this week. Why? Because got roster spots, and bam, a Fantasy Reaper right on him. So I don't know if it is. I mean, I'm sure it's possible. If NFL players have access to our waiver wire additions, if they see themselves added by my team, it's probably in their best interest to go to the coach in private and say, look, I don't want to play this week. And I won't blame them. Wouldn't blame them a bit. So, yeah, I played Ashton. She beat me like a Grand Canyon mule. What else is new? 99 to 85. That being said, Lamar Miller, I don't know what you've done. He hurt himself in the third quarter. He took himself out of the game, or they held him out of the game or something. Was having a brilliant game. Dion Lewis was having another Dion Lewis game, and ACL. Gonzo. So, what can you do, I guess? Not saying I would have wanted to got hurt, but it definitely would have helped my cause. 14, that's not a big difference. Oh well, though. Moving on. Matt, I feel you. Feel you, dog. 72 to 93, going down to Joe. Yeah. If anybody can relate to this, Matt, he's felt the sting of the injury blade so far. Sean beat James, just like everybody else does, setting a high point total, at least week-wise, for the year of the league, 163. So, woohoo! Cliff played Estes. Estes having a very impressive showing of 146. Cliff, poor fella, kind of rough his way. We have Chop and Seth, so Chop pulling out a W. Good times there had by Chop. So, standing wise, what have we got? Matt, Ashton, and Seth, 6 and 3. Myself and Estes, 5 and 4. Sean, Cliff, and Joe, 4 and 5. And Chop at 3 and 6, James at 2 and 7. So, that being said, at the moment, no one. Now, this is barring I haven't looked at matchups next week and the week after. So, I'm sure there is a potential for this statement to be slightly flawed. But, pretty much, if James loses, he's out. Gonzo. Because, well, there's 3 weeks left. There's not a lot of time. So, I would love to eliminate him from playoff contention as well as gain another win, because that would definitely help my cause. Sean plays Joe, so somebody will be 5 and 5 next week. Estes plays Ashton. Estes, I have nothing against you as a human being. I adore you dearly. But for my sake in the league, Ashton, I would like you to throw me a bone here. Put up one hellacious score. Matt plays Cliff. That could help me out. If you want to throw me a bone as well. Chop plays Seth again, so the back-to-back Chop experience starting off rough for Seth. See what he can do whenever he doesn't have 8 players on buys. Or what Chop can do, who knows? Chop has been steadily improving, at least score-wise. It has not shown up that much on the record, but quietly putting together a decent second half here, at least as far as outings. So yeah, good times had by all. So as I stated earlier, no hope. I need a lot of help. I mean, it's the first time I believe in the history of this league that I looked at my roster and I just said, nope, there's no way, no hope. There was hope this last week. If I could have still had Dion Lewis and Lamar Miller going strong, a couple of my receivers were starting to come through. I was like, okay, there's potential. I could have a couple of decent weeks in a row and go at it. But now it's just, when you have Jeremy Hill that has to start because you don't have any other running backs on your roster that are playing, it's gross. Well, that being said, 5 weeks left. 6 weeks. I keep saying 5. Not bad yet. 6 weeks left. Anyone on my team can be had. Probably for a much better price than what you would think. And yes, that does include Julio Jones, who is on bye this week. It does hurt. I would prefer for a running back. That's all I'm just going to say. A running back. Like I said, you'd be surprised what you can have. Make an offer. We'll chat it out like men. Good times. Not really. It's bad. This is probably the first time. Well, no, not probably. This is the first time that I'm legitimately fearful for being permanently engraved on the Chop. Forever. It's bad. It's that bad. I mean, it's pretty rough, especially Tannehill's a cancer. I gotta get him off of there. He's bad. But that being said, week 10, like I said, there's 3 weeks left. Who knows? Who cares? Everybody else cares. I don't. I mean, I care, but there's no hope. What can you do? I guess just. I believe Clark Griswold has said it the best. Take a look around you, Tina. You're in the threshold of hell. That's how I feel about my lineup right now. So, assuming, again, I may be getting a slight bit ahead of myself, but assuming that I lose again this week, they could start getting interesting. I may fire sale. I may go down with the ship. Just go down in flames. It's possible. So yeah, that's all I've got. I don't even care. Hose, Tina. Peace.